Hello everyone, I'm Alena. Come join me. It is time. It is time to have that insight and clarity and relaxation with our favorite little beverage. Mine is hot tea. And today I'm trying a new one. It's mint and rosebud. Doesn't that sound? It smells divine. So get yourself something and come sit. And today, this topic is another topic I think you're gonna love. It's all about opening your heart to change. Ooh. So I'll give you a second to get something or bring the phone or whatever you have with you and pick something up to relax with, and we'll talk. That tastes so good. Okay. When I was younger, I gained an affinity to interesting quotes. You know, I used to look up quotes just to look them up because I just love them. Even if I didn't agree, I love them. And I have kind of kept that affinity even to this day. And I have a quote I would like to share with you because it starts off this whole idea of having your heart open to change. It is actually a quote from Alvin Toffler. Now, who is Alvin Toffler? Well, he's an American writer and a futuristic. And he was way ahead of his time. He loved to discuss things in the world of technology. That was his big thing. But when you listen to this quote, you'll see that what he saw. Oh, and I should say he was born in 1928 and he died in 2016. He was really on target for, I think, centuries to come, and everything that we're going through now, what we're going to go through in the future. I just think his quote is very important. Okay, so it is the illiterate will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. I'll say that again, okay, because that's a good quote. The illiterate will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. You know, that brings me into thoughts about change. When we learn, we grow. When we grow, we change. And the funny thing is that once we unlearn and relearn, learn, unlearn, relearn, and as we grow, we can't go backwards. You can't unlearn and stay unlearned. You just don't. You learn something new that progresses you forward. That's what causes change. Now, sometimes the lessons that come into our life are unwelcomed, but if we understand that change is just a simple unlearning what we've already learned and relearning something else. And sometimes it's not a matter of just unlearning, but to just more of the learning. Then change isn't so scary. And change is one of the biggest reasons why we are here. We are here to experience. We are here to create. We are here to learn contrast. Yes, contrast. So that means we are here to learn the things that negate what we already knew before we even came down here. Or not to negate, actually to learn, I have to rephrase that, to actually learn things that prove what we already knew before we came down here. If we already come from total unconditional love, then when we come down here, we are going to experience things, and if that's our lesson or our purpose, then we will experience things that bring us the kind of love that is not unconditional, all right? And then that helps us to define and feel more grateful for the unconditional. Isn't that interesting? But what does that mean in our everyday lives? Because so many of us are scared of change. We're habitual creatures, you know? We love our habits. We love to have our very structured lives until they get boring. And habitual lives get boring very fast. Why? Because we are meant to grow. We are meant to create an experience. And if we are living in habitualness all the time, it doesn't give room. It's so structured. It's so predictable. It's so safe. You know? And if it's so safe, it can get pretty darn boring. So how do we open ourselves to the change, to the learning new, to the unlearning and learning? I think if we understand the philosophy of our lives being learning, unlearning, and relearning, then every challenge, every time something is thrown in our lives that we have to change, we understand in a conscious level that this is just a time when I need to learn or I need to unlearn what I did know and relearn what isn't going to come to me in the future or in this present moment to create my future. It takes away the threat of losing my safe but boring zone. And it actually opens me to, I don't know, exploration, I think would be a good word, which I love, and I love to learn. I've always said that is really, truly the fountain of youth. So to unlearn some old belief I had about something, either in my belief system, according to my life, or in my particular study, which is spirituality. I am a curator, you know. So I am always learning new things that challenge what I once knew. Sometimes when I meditate, I download something that I'm saying, what? That's not what I knew. But then I have to stop and say, wait, that's pretty cool. Huh. All right, let me explore that. Change does not have to be the bad wolf who's coming out to get us, but rather an experience that will help us to live a life that is full of inquiry, that is full of adventure and fun, and builds our own sense of self. Confidence that we can surmount anything. And let me ask you, when you are 90, 104, I just saw the show where there was this 104 lady. She was dressed so dapper and she was so incredible. When you're that age, do you really want to say, oh, I just took it really safe, and my life was just A, B, and C, and that's it? Or do you want to say, oh, my dears, I had the most incredible life of learning. I experienced so much in my life. I saw so much, and I just gained incredible knowledge, and I have so much more to learn. Change is just a byproduct of what we learn. It's really that simple. So, this week, maybe it was this video, what are you going to learn? Or maybe you just learned it right now. And what are you going to step forward with from learning that knowledge? I would love if you would just comment below and let me know. Let me know what you think about this concept. How did it feel? Did it calm that sense of fear in change? Did it open your heart to discovery? I would really like to know. So please comment below. And if you want other thoughts and insights and little ideas on tea, then subscribe. Click subscribe, or definitely like, or send it out to your friends. You know, help them gain some insight in their day, some calmness that Allow things to just sink in nice. As always, folks, love is spirit. And what better way to open to love than with constant growth and exploration and discovery and creating? You know? Sounds really fun. And then you are living a life full of spirit. Check out Soul Manifesto. That's where I hide all these wonderful videos and all this other cool stuff. We even have jewelry, for heaven's sakes, on that site that help you to feel centered and good, you know? So check it out. Otherwise, have a wonderful week of discovery. Namaste, my friends. Namaste. Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll enjoy. Namaste.